There are a few situations where I start biting. What? Mortal Kombat, incessant rib tickling, that invisible elite boss in Halo Infinite, and now animations in Unity.
Teething. Yeah.
If you remember from last video, we started attaching animations to our zombie, but bad news is, I lost the zombie. How did I lose a whole ass zombie? Chat. And so it went. 1 minute our rotting Woody Harrelson was doing Thriller, and the next he departed from us. Eventually I got him back to where he was before, and this is where things went very awry. Item number 1. I could not get him to swing his right arm. I rearranged the code, I said please, I burnt offerings, I helped him move his couch up 3 flights of stairs, but that extremity just would not budge. Item number 2. When I tried fixing that, he stopped swinging his f***ing left arm.
Oh, the anger sharks are swimming in my head.
Item number 3. He lost the ability to walk, and this is when I got bitey.
Why?
My mouse now has bite marks in it, and I can't say it's from a toddler. So I followed my therapist's advice, did some day drinking to feel better, and when I came back, I scrapped the whole animation system and every cursed line of code with it. And you know what's funner than doing animations once? Doing animations twice. Just look at this zombie mob. You can tell we don't reuse animations here, no sir. I'm also thinking about keeping in this mega jump functionality. I think it adds a whole nother dimension. But there's a problem. If there's a word to describe Zombie Jim right now, it is spry. Far too spry, in fact, for being dead. Instead of moving like a decrepit senior citizen, he's sauntering around like Usain Bolt. So we slowed him right on down. After putting bite marks in my mouse and days of work, it was time to drop the animations for a second. What the game needs now is a way to spawn in the zombies, and this was accomplished by putting invisible objects around the map where I wanted the zombies to spawn. Then there's a parent object that calculates how many each spot should spawn.
Shut up, nerd!
Remember in high school how I used to say, "When will I need this?" in math class? Well, my teacher could have said June 24th, 2022, you dumb bitch. Problem is I wanted to spawn in more zombies every round, but I didn't want it to just be a linear function. So I drew out all the functions on Desmos and picked the one that looked the most reasonable. And as a side note, if you haven't tried it already, game programming is an assload of math. But touche, Mrs. Morales, you got me. So we took care of the rest of the spawning, and we even have more zombies than our friend wearing the wife beater. One even looks like Mrs. Pancakes from Rick and Morty.
Because I have a human shield. Mrs. Pancake!
After this, whilst I was trying to distract myself from important gameplay mechanics, I managed to break some more stuff. At one point, I was trying to get a game over scene to work right, and what do you know? I got it to work. You get 3 smacks on the bum before you die. And once you hit play again, you can take another whirl, except there's one small issue. I can't kill the zombie anymore. I shoot and shoot, but his ass don't die. I figured it out. Remember those box colliders that I said that I would probably never learn, even with a giant poster in front of me? Turns out it was prophetic. Another little distraction that I spent some time on instead of programming useful things was some fog. And I adjusted the speed of the zombie shamble. They now move at a random speed between 1 to 4 ficks per second. What is a fick, you ask? If I know. Now if the zombies could just stop walking through the building, that'd be great. And at this point in my game development journey, I have ordained myself to be an art stealer and a code stealer. Actually, I might just be a thief. But what I lack in art or coding skill, I make up for in originality. Envision this, a box, or some physical entity perhaps, that once given sufficient payment will bequeath to the gamer a new shiny weapon. I know, it's groundbreaking. So I grabbed a cute little model of this vending machine and started coding it up. And while I was working on this, I grabbed some new guns, loaded them in, set them up, continued writing some shitty code. Said shitty code crashed my editor.
I just can't.
Anyways, it was at this point that I was about to add the best part of Black Ops Zombies, multiplayer. But I ran into a huge problem, almost as big as your mom.
Boom. Roasted.
Unity has no good way to implement networking, and I don't want to get too nerdy, but I wasn't about to pay money to put it on somebody else's buggy shit or pay $100 to use Steam. So this kind of took a huge shit on this project. This is just another issue that I have, the Unity engine, and it's starting to feel like a sinking ship. So I will be taking my gorgeous monstrosity and creating it once more in a different game engine, probably Unreal, let's be honest. You know what they say, if you want something coded right from Logan, he needs to code it twice. So I was kind of bummed. I really wanted to actually release this one to you guys to play, but I think that's gonna have to wait until its resurrection. I don't want to spoil all the sweet little Easter eggs and bugs I have in there. And the game also doesn't have sound at the moment, but I prefer to think of it as just being inclusive to deaf people. So stay tuned for the all-new hit series Logan Learns Unreal Engine and Struggles. So you know the drill, like and subscribe, you greedy, unpatriotic bastards. This is the end of the video.